All right, guys, I'm gonna film you a quick update video here. So I've had a ton of comments and stuff on TikTok and Facebook, people saying this isn't a proper compound setup. When I built this, I did not think about that. I did not have my engineering hat on. I did not care which turbo was first. We put this one on first, and then we found a bigger one, and we're like, we're gonna put that on too. So there was by no means any importance on engineering when we built this. We just thought little spoolie boy feeding the big spoolie boy will make big fire, big flames. That's what happened. Anyways, long story short, just getting that out of the way. This little valve here is how we regulated the throttle. There was a pipe that went from here to the inlet on the big turbo. So the little guy fed air into the big one, causing it to spool. For the oiling, how we had that set up is this is a Chevy coolant tank. And then I had this good old pond pump running oil into the turbos. So that's how we were feeding the turbos. That pump would put oil in through here. It would run down into here, feed this turbo, and then return back to the tank. That was all good. That worked kind of, sort of, not completely the way we wanted it to. But yeah, so our door, people were asking what this little doomahiggler thing is for. This is so that you don't burn the shit out of your hand when you pull the door off, because it gets really, really hot. And as you can see here, this used to be our original door, but in the video, you saw it blew out here and blew out here because it actually warped this plate out and started blowing boost out both the front and back of that plate. So we just welded that on there. I'm gonna square this off and make it look a little bit better. And my beautiful cast welds cracked, which is super sweet. So I'm just gonna slap an old sloppy bead on there to fix that up. Turbos are toast, but we're gonna run them anyways. And I found this big old stack. This thing is huge. So we're gonna weld that on there so that the flames coming out of here, instead of going this way, will go boop and shoot straight up. I've got a lot of work to do to this to make it fixed. When we ran it last time, what our point of failure was, I don't know if you can see in the video, but this turbo is crooked that way. So what caused that is this piece got really, really, really hot, and the boost blowing in here actually lifted this turbo up and twisted this, and it bent the steel here. So between the boost and the heat, it actually twisted it and blew that off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a coupler to hold this onto here, and I'm also gonna cut this, bend it straight, re-weld it, and then put some more braces on. So that should help a lot with that. I gotta find a way to couple this and this together. Haven't quite figured that out yet. The other thing I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna drill a hole in the bottom of this inlet pipe here, and we're gonna put a nitrous nozzle in here and we're gonna spray this bad boy with some go-go juice. See what happens. I don't know. We gotta somehow keep the temperatures down, which I don't think is gonna happen. So oh yeah, she looks crooked from this angle. You can see this whole thing is tilted, right? That's not the best. But yeah, the temps get pretty hot. So we're gonna hit it with some nitrous. I don't know what it's gonna do. If you guys have any ideas what it's gonna do, leave your comments below about what your assumptions are. And yeah, that's pretty much the update on this thing. BMW is still waiting on parts. We'll be getting to that probably this upcoming weekend. We got some really cool stuff going on with that car. We got another one in here that we're doing head gasket swap on, and just because it's blown up and needs to be fixed. But that's it for today. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. I love you guys. This thing is going to be nuts.